Hi guys, so da-da-da-da. Yes, I did that. And you would do it too for a check. I was an employee. And I was gonna get employee of the month. And that's on period.
Welcome into my queendom. Come on, come on.
Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm trying a different setting. What do we think? Anyways, let's get on to the video. So last time I made a video talking about like the 4 different type of hobbies, why it's important to find a hobby, and today I'll be giving suggestions of different hobbies that you can try to pursue. So if you guys remember, in the last video I explained that there's 4 different types of hobbies, and those 4 different types were like active hobbies, passive hobbies, creative hobbies, and intellectual hobbies. And so I'll be giving like different hobby suggestions in those categories. So the first category I'll be talking about is going to be creative hobbies. Creative hobbies is exactly what it sounds like. It's a hobby that most of the time you create something out of it. So let's get into the creative hobbies, and let me like suggest different hobbies that you can try to pursue. So the first hobby I'll be talking about in the creative category would be crocheting and knitting. I do crochet and it's so fun. Like, I enjoy crocheting. I've made so many different projects. The best part about crocheting is that you can literally create anything you want, starting from a sweater to a blanket to a basket to a coaster. You can make so many different things. You can make decorations, you can make toys, even like plushies. So many different things you can make through crocheting. It is also very helpful to your brain, because when you crochet or knit, you're using both sides of your brain, improving your cognitive function and your memory. So crocheting is really good for the brain, and it's super versatile, and it also reduces stress, anxiety, depression. I could go on and on talking about how crocheting is so beneficial for you, but I think that's something you would have to experience for yourself. So if you try it out, let me know in the comments down below. So the next creative hobby I'll be talking about would be sewing. Sewing is also really good because, like, imagine you like have like a little damage to your garment and you can just easily take a needle and a thread and like stitch that. It's such a wide range of things you could do when it comes to sewing. You could start off with a needle and a thread fixing clothes, but you could also create a whole outfit from scratch by sewing. Something really fun that you can start doing when it comes to like sewing, you can start customizing your clothes by adding like little ribbons, little details that make them your own, little bows. I'll insert a bunch of pictures of what I'm trying to say because I can't explain it really, but you could like dye your clothes, you could do as much as you want. Just be creative with your clothes and make them your own. Like, when it comes to sewing and upcycling clothes, thrift flips, all of that, like, I'm putting all of that in the same category. There's so many things you can do. Now that we've talked about sewing, we can move on to the next hobby suggestion, and that would be painting, drawing, you know. So painting is so calming and so fun. I literally paint often, but not all the time. But when I do paint, it is so relaxing. And if you guys do paint, comment down below and let the people know in the comments down below. Like, let the people know how comfortable, how soothing, how relaxing painting really is. Also, drawing is really good. Have you guys ever been in class and then, like, while taking notes, you start doodling on the corner of your notebook? It's so relaxing. It's the best feeling. That's why I suggest we all try out drawing and see if we enjoy it or not. Something else I would suggest to do would be filming. Filming yourself is so fun. Have you guys ever like been scrolling through your photos app and then you stumble upon a video that you recorded like a year ago and you're like, oh my god, I've changed so much from then? You guys watch a video from like 1 year ago and start noticing all these little changes that have taken place that you didn't notice, and you're like, oh my god, I used to be that. I'm not talking about just filming. You could literally take photos of yourself. I don't know how to explain it. It's just so nostalgic and so nice to look at your older photos. Anyways, let's talk about the next hobby, which would be journaling. I highly recommend that we all try journaling. Journaling could literally be writing an essay about how you feel. It could be scribbling a whole page because that's how you release your frustration. It could be painting a picture. Literally whatever you feel like doing in your journal is what you do, because the journal is yours, it's nobody else's. I feel like the purpose of a journal is to release / organize your emotions. So if you feel angry, journal about it and you'll feel much better after. If you feel anxious, write about it. Try to figure out what exactly is making you feel what you are feeling. And that's literally the purpose of a journal. You do not have to follow a format. A journal is yours to do your own thing. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about is nail art. I have recently gotten into like doing simple nail polish on my nails, which is so fun and so relaxing. If anybody out there already does nail art, then comment it down below and let the people know. Now, the last hobby I want to talk about in the creative hobbies category would be creating your own jewelry. So that could be like beaded jewelry. You could even make like, you remember back in middle school we used to make like friendship bracelets, something like that. I don't know what you call it, but I'm just gonna insert pictures of it so that you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that would be such a like a fun hobby to get back into. And I think that's it for the creative hobbies part. So let's now talk about the intellectual hobbies. So intellectual hobbies would be things that require a lot of brain power, and that would be something like learning a new language. Just download Duolingo and start from there, or watch a YouTube video or watch a show. I don't know the steps to take, but like if you guys are interested in learning a new language, you could literally search it up on YouTube and start from there, literally. Now that I've talked about learning a new language, we can start talking about learning a musical instrument. Learning an instrument would be so cool, I think, because the point of this is to try and find different hobbies that you enjoy to do during your free time and learn what you like, learn what you don't like. And once you learn what you like and what you don't like, you become a more confident person because you can like make choices better because you know your likes and your dislikes. Now that I've talked about intellectual hobbies, we can start talking about active hobbies. Active hobbies are hobbies that require physical participation. So that could be something like volunteering. You're participating physically by moving boxes, collecting lists, or making lists. I don't know. Talking to people, walking around. Those are all like active hobbies because you're active. So another active hobby would be dancing. I would assume dancing would be really fun. I do dance here and there. I'm not a pro or anything, and it's fun. And if you guys are interested, go check it out. Watch tutorials on YouTube. There's so many tutorials out there that you can learn from. And I encourage all of you guys to go out there and try to figure out what's for you. What is your hobby? Taking walks and hiking is such a good hobby, like, you know, connecting with nature, going outside, touching grass, you know, it's something that I feel like our generation needs as a whole, including me. Just take a walk, listen to music, and enjoy the nature. Such a fun experience. Or go hiking, listen to music, go hiking with your friends, go hiking with your family, go hiking with people. It is such a fun activity. I haven't actually went hiking before. Well, I wouldn't consider it hiking, but I think it would be really fun because I do enjoy taking walks. So I would assume it would be kind of similar, except more intense when it comes to the physical part. But other than that, I would assume it would be a really good hobby to pursue. Talking about going outside and taking walks, getting fresh air. Biking is also another really good active hobby. It is so refreshing to go outside on your bike. I remember this summer I literally biked everywhere and it was so much fun. Highly recommended to everybody out there. Another active hobby would be learning how to skate. I've seen so much TikTok videos of those people, you know, doing that thing. But also ice skating is also really good. I have actually been trying to ice skate these last couple of days. I'll insert a couple of clips on me skating so that you guys can see them. And yeah, I encourage all of us to go out there and try something new, something we haven't done, and get out of our comfort zone because it helps us grow as individuals, as people, as a person. Let's talk about passive hobbies. So passive hobbies are basically hobbies that require zero physical participation or very low minimum physical participation. So, and I feel like most of us already partake in those, and the examples of the different passive hobbies that I feel like most people already do would be listening to music, watching TV shows, scrolling on TikTok, scrolling on social media, watching YouTube videos, and basically like all those different type of hobbies. So I'm not even gonna like get into those really, But here's some different passive hobbies that I would encourage you guys to try out. Listening to podcasts. The thing about listening to podcasts for me is that I feel like in 2020 everybody decided to open a podcast of their own, and they would talk about the alpha male, alpha women, you know, those repetitive topics, or they would talk about true crime. And trust and believe, I enjoy true crime podcasts, but sometimes it can get a little bit too much. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know in the comments down below. What podcasts would you guys recommend to me? What podcast do you guys think I should try out? I want to know, because I haven't found a podcast that I actually enjoy listening to constantly. I have caught myself listening to podcasts for like 2 episodes and then getting bored. And I don't know if that's a me issue or there's just no good podcasts out there. Comment down below and suggest different podcasts that you guys think I should try out. Another good passive hobby that I think we should actually all try would be watching the news. I'm the type of person who gets most of the news from TikTok, and TikTok has all the hot topics, but I feel like we should watch news and like learn what's going on around us, learn what's going on around the world. Also, getting news from TikTok is not bad, but like, let's also try different resources. We should try to get our news off of different platforms. Now, the final passive hobby I want to talk about, actually, I'm not sure if this is a passive hobby or an intellectual hobby, but I'll just put in the passive hobby category. Let me know what you guys think. So reading is actually a really fun experience. Mind you, this is coming from somebody who hated reading for the most part of my life. I've actually just gotten into reading. If you have made it to this part of the video, then thank you so much for watching my video, and comment down below what hobbies you've already tried and what hobbies you want to try. I want to know. And if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to like it, subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to go and show some love to my TikTok and my Instagram account. Both of those are going to be linked in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in my next video.